Let's see if this is actually working this time. The reason I say that, people, is I tried doing a stream outside, once again, using my 5G on my iPhone, connecting my Oppo to my iPhone through a hotspot, turning on a VPN, and then streaming instead of to Twitch to YouTube. But it didn't seem to work. It kept stopping. Then I turned on Twitch and did a 45-minute stream with no problems. So I came home and decided to try again, not using the Wi-Fi. Same scenario, still using my 5G, but seeing if it'll work. Hey, Yong, how you doing, man? Great. Nice to see somebody here. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a question or two about the stream. As I was just saying earlier, I'm not sure if you heard that. I wasn't able to, I just went out for a nice long walk and I wasn't able to stream to YouTube, but I could stream to Twitch. So now I'm using the same setup again, just at home, and I'm streaming at 1080p, and I changed one setting in Streamlabs, and it seems to be working. Because, yeah, it might be fun to do some streaming directly to YouTube as well, right? So yeah, I'll be curious to see how this looks in the recording of the stream, as well as the quality. If it's really, does look a little jumpy. I'm not sure if that's because it's at 1080p or not. Wow, quite a few people joining the stream. Who is this? Who is this? Somebody is sending me pictures. Or sending me messages anyway. Who are you? One of my coworkers sending WeChat messages. Yeah, I'm mostly on YouTube as well. I never go to Twitch. I just logged in the other day just out of curiosity because I used to, well, I'm still an affiliate there. So I can monetize my live streams there, but I don't really have much of a following there. I would prefer to live stream to YouTube, to be honest. But yeah, it just wasn't working. So how does the stream look? Does it sound all right? Can you hear everything okay? And yeah, is it incredibly choppy when I move around? I suppose I could go back outside while I'm streaming to test out the functionality. Okay, the sound's good. That's good. I do have microphones and things like that to use if necessary. And I did just order today a DJI gimbal, the Mobile Gimbal 7. So very, very good one. One of the newest ones. Supposed to have a 10-hour battery life, really good for stabilization. So yeah, I figure I'll start doing some live streaming, and yeah, if the video is not choppy, that's good. Like I said, I'm not using my home internet right now. I'm just using the 5G. But yeah, it's tricky, right? You're in China, aren't you, Young? I believe you are actually here. So yeah, I've got the 5G on the iPhone, and then turn on the hotspot so that I can still buy stuff and do things from outside. On another phone's hotspot? Oh, in Singapore. Okay, nice, nice. My ex-boss lives in Singapore. He's not a nice guy. We won't talk about him. But yeah, I don't. I suppose I have another Oppo phone that I could use instead of the iPhone, because I know the iPhone is relatively old, right? It is a 13, whereas I do have a newer model Oppo that works perfectly fine. The only reason I bought the new Oppo is because it has the Hasselblad camera. The camera is so fantastic. Yeah, well, I've heard that about Singapore. Absolutely, it is expensive. Definitely, but yeah. My former boss lives there because he hates China with a passion, and he doesn't care about cheap because he is fabulously wealthy, unlike myself. So I prefer China. But yeah, I'm thinking I might just try, because I mean, so far so good. Oh no, of course he can't speak Chinese. He wouldn't even bother to attempt it. He hates Chinese food. He hates the Chinese lifestyle. He hates Chinese people. I really didn't like working for him. I'm in a way, I suppose I missed the money because it was a relatively easy job, but the way he swore, like literally telling the staff to F off every day, just rude as hell. Whenever he was in town, he only came to town very, very briefly, and he would just come in and scream at everybody. But no, he's not a banana. He's a white dude. He is from England. He absolutely takes advantage of low-cost manufacturing in China to make his fortune. Absolutely. And then he treats his staff like shit. Like absolute shit. I hated that. I absolutely hated the way that my managers would come to visit me in my office and just tell me about how much they hated it, how much they hated the way he treated them. It was awful. It really was. But he's one of those arrogant British guys that, as my friend put it, he likes the smell of his own farts. Yeah, he loves to walk around in the office dressed like a hobo. Absolutely dressed like a hobo. He's wearing a $50,000 watch, but looks like he's been sleeping on the streets for a month. And swearing into his phone at the top of his lungs in his own company. And I was like, what are you doing? And he treated the managers and the engineers so badly that they're all looking for work and they're all jumping ship, which is why I don't work there anymore, because the company's just losing money hand over fist because they can't keep good people, because the boss is colonial mentality. He treats them like servants. Well, no, he treats them worse than servants. He treats them like assholes, which is just a pity. So when he told me my boss or my job was going away, I shed no tears. Actually, I feel happier and healthier these days, and it gives me more time to spend on my YouTube, to be honest. Yeah, there we go. Back to topic. What was the topic? The topic was the stream, right? So my iPhone is technically 5G, so the speed shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, I ordered my gimbal from DJI directly, and it's, let me check actually. It should already be on its way here. It was already picked and waiting in the warehouse to be shipped by JD. Yeah, that's, it's funny. I get a lot of comments, or I got a lot of comments on the last stream saying, oh, you did this, and oh, this was bad, and oh, you need to do this. It's like, I know. We're not quite there yet. I'm not iShow speed. Speaking of which, iShowSpeed is streaming again today from Changsha. So that means he will definitely be enjoying the cho tofu, the stinky tofu, guaranteed. But yeah, I'd love to know what his gear is. I know he's got the professional camera with the cameraman that's attached to it, of course, with the body harness and the whole bit, right? But I'm just curious what he's using for VPN. I suspect that he literally bought a special T1 tunneling package so that he could stream to YouTube while he was here, and get the best connection possible, because all of his streams that I watched were fantastic, whereas some people were saying that it was lagging. I barely noticed any lagging on his streams at all. Like I said, I would have loved to have been able to run into him yesterday while he was in Shenzhen, or it was the day before, but of course that would have been an impossibility. I mean, there's no way I'd even get close to him, and he might not even be fully aware of what the tech is on the other side of it. But yeah, I know at the last company I worked at, they had a private T1 line tunneled directly to England, which would have given great speed, a lot better speed than VPN. But yeah, I'm trying a different VPN today too. I'm using SimpleLink, because I use SimpleLink on my phones and tablets, and then I use Astral on my PC. And so far, so good. I'll be curious to see how much bandwidth this stream eats up. Oh, his ground crew, for sure. For sure. I'm sure those people, including security, are all very, very well paid. And like I said, that was they were doing a really, really good job. Even just the camera guys being able to keep up with speed. I mean, that guy's bouncing all over the place like a crazy man. So yeah, just to be able to keep him in frame is very, 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 that takes a high level of skill. But yeah, it shouldn't take too much to stream. Right now, so far, the stream's been running at 30 frames per second, at 3870 kilobytes per second. So I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad. Once I have the gimbal, yeah, I'll definitely do a lot more live streaming. Just go to weird places. It's a pity that I'll probably post my, or at least some parts of my Twitch stream from earlier, because I went walking down some really interesting little teeny tiny narrow back alleys in the hood here, places that back in Canada I would have never dared to go into a back alley that looked like that. No way in hell. Here, of course, I have no fears. Absolutely safe, even in the shadiest looking of places. And of course, it's all perfectly fine. There's nothing to be afraid of course. But yeah, I did get some really good footage in there. Oh sure, yeah. It's a process, right? It's a process. This is my first even foray into live streaming in China, really. I mean, I've been making videos for a long time, 20 years almost, but when it comes to live streaming, just the whole idea of going from one phone to another phone, I could even take the iPhone right out of the equation and just use my one main phone, which may simplify things a lot. But then the issue is that when I am outside and I want to purchase something, then I've always got to interrupt the stream, right? I've got to open up one of the other apps and then take care of all those things. Whereas now, if I want to purchase something while I'm walking along or get a DD or anything else during the live stream, I can do it all from my second phone. However, like I said, I do have my other Oppo phone, which is also 5G. I hate Apple, to be quite honest. The only reason I have this Apple 13 is because my wife bought it for me back in Canada for the camera and for the camera alone. Yeah, I do prefer Android so much. Either that, or the other thing I could realistically do is just get another SIM card. Either another phone number, which I think I have. My cell phone package that I have now has 5 SIM cards. So I know my kid has, I think she has 2. My wife uses 2. And that leaves the last one for me. But why my kid needs 2 SIM cards, I don't know. Anyway, I could always just buy a data package on a SIM card, the best one available, just for streaming purposes. That might not be a bad idea. Hello, Alvino. How are you? Ni hao. Yeah, lots of tweaking to do, and I'm the nice thing about streaming here on YouTube is I'm getting people joining the stream, even though it's I think the biggest number of my viewers will be in North America, and they're all sleeping now. It's middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning there, but it's nice during this testing period to have people sitting here watching and actually seeing what's going on. That's incredibly helpful. I suppose I could turn on my stream on this end too. I'm just curious to see what it looks like. Also, this software, theoretically, I'm using Streamlabs as the streaming software. And let me see here. I just want to try something. And let me see here. I just want to try something. Not bad. Not bad. Only about a 5-second delay between what I'm seeing here and what's coming up on screen. That's really good. I do have a Discord channel that I only ever used when I was game streaming to talk to my friends. But yes, I do definitely have a Discord. I'll have to get things all set up with that again. Hey, thanks, Alvino. I appreciate that. I appreciate you letting me know. I'm trying my best to get things working. You know, that's not bad. It is streaming at 1080p too, because the other option I have is to purchase the annual package from Streamlabs. It's like $200 US, so it's quite expensive. And then it says that it lets me stream at 1080p, but I set the app on my phone to 1080p, and it appears to be streaming at 1080p anyway. Interesting. Yeah. At the moment, I use my Discord literally for talking to one of my friends back in Canada. I wonder if I still even have it installed. I probably do. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I'll get that all set up again. That way I can chat with people moving forward. Maybe put out notices about when I'm going to go live, things like that. Because yeah, I've got time. I plan on relatively soon here. I'm still getting everything all in order. I'm planning on relatively soon starting to take little bus trips and train trips around South China and different places to smaller, unknown little cities or lesser visited cities, because it's so cheap. I was looking at hotels in Shanwei, which is in Guangdong province near the ocean, So it would be very cool to actually go over and visit there. And they had decent looking hotels for 26 renminbi a night. 26 renminbi. How could you go wrong? Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. I am kind of on a budget, right? I'm keeping things cheap, and I'm keeping the duration shorter for the first little while, just simply for financial reasons. I don't make a lot of money on my YouTube videos yet. I am monetized, and I can get super thanks and things like that. But yeah, I don't make as much on YouTube as your average waitress or factory worker in China. So yeah, and realistically, it's for me, it's not so much about the actual location. I want to find those little towns, go get a hotel room, book it for a couple nights, and then just walk through the city, or get one of the little rental bikes, and just see the interesting little weird things I can find, and then make videos in those locations. Yeah, I don't think it really is necessary to go anywhere specific. Although there is one place I do want to go very, very badly, and that's to Yunnan. Just because I do want to purchase a small apartment for myself. Because my wife is crazy. She drives me nuts. But that's not why I want to buy an apartment. She loves sweating. She loves the heat. Yong, I'm sure you know all about it living in Singapore. But the summers here just kill me. They are so hot. So I want to buy myself a little place in Yunnan province, because I've heard that the temperature there is pretty much idyllic all year long. They don't have cold winters, and they don't have super hot summers. So in the cooler season, like right now, for example, I would be here in Shenzhen. But in the upcoming sweat the second you walk out the door months in Shenzhen, I would love to hop on a train and go be living in another little place somewhere that's a little bit more pleasant. And I've heard Yunnan is the place to be. So I'm looking into a little trip there just to try it out, just to see how it goes. That would be okay. I don't mind the heat and the humidity so much anymore. I've kind of gotten used to it. But yeah, it's still not comfortable. You know, it'd be nice to have somewhere a little bit more temperate, a little bit more pleasant on a regular basis. So yeah. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna. I don't have my gimbal handy, but I want to walk around a bit just to see how this goes. I'll show you the view from my balcony, actually. So the best thing about this apartment is I have a great view, killer view. Unwilling sauna. I also love a good sauna, don't get me wrong, but I like to be in control of that sauna so that I can go inside, steam for a while, and then go hop into the ice pool and cool down immediately. Check this view out. This is Shiyan, a factory district in Shenzhen. Right across the way over there. Uh-oh. There we go. Is Shiyan Lake. And it's gorgeous. This is only half of the lake that you can see. The building here is blocking the other half. But it's absolutely massive. I love going walking and bike riding over there. Over to this side over here is Laojie, the old street, where they've got a million little shops and restaurants and things to see and do. I'll be definitely doing some live streaming from over there. most definitely. But my neighborhood is this. It's factories upon factories upon factories. Nothing really to see until you get over to the old district over there. But the lake is gorgeous. The park is massive. It goes on so much more than you can actually see here in the video from this point on. All the factories across the street there, they're all installing solar panels. Little upgrades to take advantage of some of that solar power. Really nice to see it. And even the dormitories here straight ahead, it looks like they're gearing up to start doing solar on those as well, as there are new big boxes on the roof. And looks like oh, somebody's phoning me. Hold on, people, enjoy the view. I'm gonna see what's going on with the phone. Wait.哦，不好意思，我是外国人，我不会说普通话，你是？你可以说英文吗？哦，不好意思，我现在不要了。啊，好，拜拜。Okay, that was interesting. Someone just called me trying to see if I want to put my kids into English classes. Don't have kids. Well, I do, but not that they're old enough to be needing classes, nor that they would need English classes. But yeah, I always ask them, I always tell them, I'm a foreigner, I don't speak Chinese. Can you speak English? And they just continue talking in Chinese anyway. It's like, oh, well, you just spoke to me in Chinese, so I'm just going to keep talking, even though you said you can't. That's fine. I have fun with them. So there we go. Yeah, it's a little bright. Well, that could be except the chat. Yeah. With the sun right over there, I can't really see much in this screen. Yeah, this is my... This is my view. Alright, Yang. Thanks for popping in and thanks for helping me out with the stream. I appreciate you letting me know how it's going on your end. It's really, really helpful. And you are correct. I need to tweak things. I need to see how they go. Yeah. Lovely day. Today is the last, getting to the last of the really nice days. Soon it's going to start getting rainy a lot. You know, the monsoon season will be coming. And with the rain will come the heat and the massive humidity. So that's going to be fun. Fun, quote unquote. Yeah, here we go. Back into my little cave. Put this back onto my tripod here. There we go. So still a few people watching. Not too bad, not too bad. Is anybody going to be watching the iShow speed streams today? He is in Changsha. That's what his chat is saying. That he's in Changsha today. So guaranteed he will be making a very loud and somewhat annoying taste test of the chou tofu, the stinky tofu. He's got 9,000 people waiting for him right now. Gosh, Wouldn't it be nice if I could get 9,000 people in a stream sometime? Well, we'll work on it. Now that I am live streaming, and it seems that I do have the live streaming working here, which is great. Very happy about that. Though being over on this side of the planet, I suppose my best times to live stream will be either in the morning or in the evening. Because in the middle of the day, most of the people in North America or that area of the world will be sleeping. But so far, so good. So far, so good. I'll be curious to see how the replay of this looks and how that shows up. I got some Yunnan red honey coffee today delivered, and I'm so tempted to make a pot right now. I don't need a pot right now, not at 3:40 in the afternoon, that's for sure, but I'm so looking forward to giving it a go. It's gonna be delicious, I'm sure. Yeah, this stream is going okay. This is good. I'm really quite surprised. I don't like generally having to carry two phones around with me, but it is helpful. It is helpful. That way, like for example, I just took that phone call. If I'd had this phone as my main phone still, then that phone call would have been really annoying. Then you would have been looking at my ear while I was talking to the person on the phone. So yeah, I'll probably continue with the two phone situation. Looks like my gimbal has not been shipped yet, but that's okay. It should arrive here at the very latest by tomorrow, I would suspect. And then yeah, one thing that I don't like about a gimbal is that, or any kind of like, I have this selfie stick here, which is huge. I mean, I can hold it out like this and get a really good view. I got this one specifically because of the extra wide base on it, so that when I'm out in a park or somewhere, I can I don't have to worry so much about the wind knocking over my tripod. So this is more of a tripod and a stationary deal. But yeah, anytime you're walking down the street with something like this, it tends to draw more attention, and people get a little bit more nervous because they obviously know you're a streamer or a creator. Whereas if you're walking around with your phone like this, you could just be talking to your buddy. So people tend to get less shy. But yeah, speaking of which, I'm gonna go to Twitch right now and see if I can download the VOD already, the VOD, video on demand. And yeah, see how well that went. Because I used, for a part of the stream, I used this, but I could tell that this is just too shaky when I'm walking. And then for the rest of the stream, I just had the phone in my hand, which is okay. I tend to be able to stabilize it quite well, but it gets tiring. I only streamed last time for half an hour, 45 minutes, so yeah, it gets kind of tiring after a while. All right, let's see. I am feeling a little bit hungry. Feeling a little bit hungry. In the game, by using two phones, I can take care of all my Chinese business on this one and all my YouTube and other things on that one. All right, let's see. Content, videos. Let's see. Is the VOD ready? Okay, now that's bizarre. Why? Why are you like that? That's ridiculous. Okay, now that I don't understand about Twitch. If YouTube is working better, then forget about Twitch. I will just stop. I'll show you what I mean. For whatever reason, Twitch was being pushed out in, even though I had it set to horizontal, it was being pushed out in a vertical format. So it's puny. Ah, that's terrible. That's no good. Well, okay, again, I'm glad it went like that to Twitch and not to YouTube, because YouTube seems to be fine. It seems to be completely full screen here. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder why that is. Interesting and annoying at the same time. I'm really tempted to order something to eat because I feel hungry. I don't know if I should order something from the grocery delivery place and cook it myself. That would be faster. Preamped the live show for better view. Hey Choi, thanks for stopping by. I don't know what you mean. I'm not sure what you mean by preamp. Let me know. I will definitely do so if that makes for better view. What does it mean to preamp the live show? I am definitely down to try it. You're blocked on the live stream. I don't know how you'd be blocked on the live stream. I've been talking to a bunch of other people that all seem to see the live stream. So far it's working good. This is working better than when I was live streaming with my webcam on my PC from the phone, which is weird. I don't know why that would be. Hey Henrietta, nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. A lot of people popping in today. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I was walking around in the neighborhood and I visited some really cool little tiny narrow back alleys in my neighborhood here that as I was saying earlier, back in Canada, I would have never gone down. They'd be terrifying there. But here, of course, it's perfectly fine. But the Twitch stream didn't work out. Ugh. And then earlier, I couldn't stream to YouTube. That wasn't working either. So I made one setting inside of Streamlabs, and it appears to be working now. But yeah, is this ever weird? My apologies to everybody. This is a work in progress. I am learning all of this as we go. It will get better in time. Like I said, I do have a new gimbal coming. I do have my old gimbal here. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So essentially record it first and then put it on YouTube later. Gotcha. But then if I did that though, it wouldn't really be live, would it? Though it will, of course, it will be posted to YouTube as well. This stream will be available to watch later for people that aren't here. This is a boring stream anyway. This is just a test stream, so the stream I did earlier would have been more interesting, but c'est la vie, what can you do? But yeah. Just do live. Okay. Oh, okay. I'll look into that. I'll look into that and I'll give that a go. Yeah, life is always a challenge, but that's okay. That's what it's all about. If it was too easy, then it'd be no fun. This is my old gimbal, by the way. It is a Chinese brand as well. The one I ordered is DJI, so it should be good. But this one is like 4 years old. It's very floppy, and I don't think the battery lasts very long. You know what I should do, actually? What I should do, actually, is give this thing a battery test. Hold on, everybody. I'm going to do some shuffling about here. I'm not going to end the stream or anything, but I'm going to switch over to the gimbal. What's that? There we go. Turn it on. Okay, there we go. So now I'm on the gimbal. And I'm just going to keep streaming from this and see. There we go. And see. Oh, there we go. Up here. Let's go this way. There we go. And just see how long the battery lasts. So it's 3:51 p.m. right now. Oh, okay. I gotcha. I hear you. Yeah. That's exactly what iShowSpeed is doing right now, and he schedules it, and then it shows the little splash screen, and then a minute before, 10 seconds before, it'll do the countdown. Gotcha. Yep. Yeah, no, like I said, this particular stream is just a test. When I tried streaming to YouTube earlier, it didn't work at all. And I made one little change in these settings, the SSL security settings on Streamlabs, and then all of a sudden it started working again, or started working in the first place. So yeah, this was never meant to even be 42 minutes long. This was going to be just 5 minutes of, can I get this even working? Because it is tricky. Like I said, I do have Wi-Fi at home, but I'm purposefully not using that. I'm using my 5G on my iPhone, connected to the satellite, and then hotspot on the phone to my Oppo, and then Oppo connecting through a different VPN this time, which seems to be working okay, which is good, because that's my preferred VPN for mobile phone anyway, and then from the VPN to YouTube. So it's a lot of connections, and I was afraid that it would get really grainy and crappy quality, but so far so good. This looks to be all right. Overall, quite impressed. But yes, normally I would schedule the stream a little bit early, even a couple hours, just to give people a chance to see the message, get the notification, etc. Similar to what iShowSpeed is doing right now, though he will be live in about 7 minutes. That's fun. His streams have been really good, but I'm happy. I'm happy so far with the quality. Like I said, the quality so far running on 5G. I mean, let me just make sure that I am actually still. Yeah, I'm still running from my iPhone, not from my home Wi-Fi. Come on back here. Quality has been good. The quality has been good. 5G in China is great. It really is. Turn up the volume a bit. I don't really know how to turn up the volume on the stream. Let me see here. I'm looking at the options now. Record stereo audio, invert stereo channels, Bluetooth, sample rate. I don't really see a volume input setting for the camera. The other thing too is that on a more regular basis, again, not doing a test, I would be using my lapel microphone, which I can set the volume higher for. But yeah, so far nobody else has said anything about the volume being low. And like I said, I don't know how I would turn that up. Quit moving. I mean, I can turn up the output volume on my phone itself. I'll have to look into that. I'll have to look into controlling. Let me see. I could probably YouTube it right about now. Ah, David, you are shorts backgrounds. Gotcha. Just too negative. There's not enough time in the day for me to just deal with negativity at every turn. That's all. Simple as that. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not looking for people to argue with in general. But yeah. I'll look into the volume thing. But yes, so far nobody else has said anything about it. I suppose you might be able to turn up the volume on your end, on your device, whether you're watching on a phone or computer. Let me see what the volume's like. I'm just gonna put in my little earpiece here. And yeah, oh, another notice from Taobao. Oh, not yet. My fresh Dubai dates are on their way. They will be here today. Lovely. Lovely. I got this chocolate from Dubai, actually. Let's see if you can see that. It looked really weird because it has the green flaky stuff inside. Oh yeah, you should be able to make that out. It's got actual ground pistachios inside, and it was so good. I am too old to argue. That is absolutely true. No time for such nonsense. No time at all. Okay, now I've got my headset on. Let's see here. Yeah, it seems to sound fine on my end too. When I'm listening to my stream here, I've got my volume set at, I guess, a pretty reasonable level. But yeah, in any case, I will look into it. This is all very new for me. In the past, when I was doing streaming, I was only streaming video games from my PC directly, of course. And yeah, through the software on the PC, I was able to tweak the audio inside to get it just right. However, I am unaware on the mobile application of where those audio tweaking features are. That's not to say that I won't look into it though. Yeah, I mean there's general stream settings, and I go into audio settings, but there's no volume per se. There are other settings, like it says to it's taking the audio from the camcorder, which is better clarity and captures more surrounding audio. And then there's default source being the manufacturer, Bluetooth headset, microphone not recommended, etc. But yeah, I'll look into it. Oh, I will definitely look into it. Let me try that one. Let's just see. Okay. Okay, those are both set to maximum now. The internal and the camcorder volume. Does that make a difference? Does that sound any louder? Oh, well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Now I'm getting a bunch of messages on the screen saying that 423 locked. Not sure what that's on. Let's see, am I still getting those messages? Well, it's nice of you to ask, but you could just do that without asking anyway, right? Yeah, no, I was just really pissed off that night. I was not impressed with your attitude whatsoever. But if you think that you can go ahead and make some money off that, you go right ahead. I really don't care. That's a-okay, fine by me. Yeah, like I said, I personally wouldn't do that myself. That seems like that was a private conversation on WeChat. It wasn't comments on YouTube. So I personally would not do that, but I have no way to stop you, right? So you do you, as I have said before. Oh, it looks like, yeah. iShowSpeed is actually in Changsha. I'm going to be making a video tonight about iShowSpeed, actually, about his adventures and about some of the other less, or I should say more notorious live streamers and IRL streamers out there these days. But yeah, his stream looks great. The quality of his stream is amazing. Like I said, I would love to talk to his tech guys. It was excessive because you pissed me off. Bottom line. You were rude multiple times. You were insulting multiple times. And I just finally had enough. But yeah. Whatever. Doesn't matter to me. I personally wouldn't do it. I do not post private conversations from anybody for any reason. The only conversations I would ever post are comments made on my videos that are public. That is it. Oh. The Mrs. has just walked in. Wow, I wish somebody would give me a tri-fold Huawei phone that was worth 20,000 RMB, but no such luck. Anyhow, I think at this point, everyone, this has been a very good test of the stream so far. Yeah, respect is absolutely the key. I agree completely. And yeah, if I react in private to someone who I believe is disrespecting me, I believe that that should be kept private. Since it was not in a public forum, and I don't know why you'd want to share that with anybody anyway, but yeah, exactly. Anyhow, it's been an hour. I'm very curious to end this stream actually and check out what the replay looks like to see how it goes. I've been kind of watching it on the screen as well as I've been chatting with you guys, but thank you so much. Yeah, great, good for them. That's fantastic. I don't keep people in my chats who are being rude to me. That's just the way it is. Anyway, enough about that. That's neither here nor there. This is about my YouTube test of this stream. So far, it has gone very well. Like I said, I'm doing it all over 5G right now. I'm really curious to see how it goes. So far, so good. I get my new Osmo Mobile 7 gimbal tomorrow or later today, you never know. So I will be doing a lot more live streaming when I'm out in very cool, interesting places. Thanks, Choi Fa-Yu and Yong and everybody else who has joined the stream and given me feedback. I really appreciate it. This is something that I'm working on, that I'm going to have to tweak and get the details all ironed out, but I definitely will be sharing more of these live streams. Oh, and look at that, just as I was saying about how well iShowSpeed's stream is going, he's getting a connection error. So yeah, and that's only within, how long has he been streaming here for? 6 minutes. In his first 6 minutes he's already getting an error, but that's unfortunate. That's the reality though of streaming on YouTube in China. I wish I could stream on local platforms, but unfortunately I don't have a Chinese ID card, so it's not easy to do. David, now's not the time to talk about it. This is my stream. It's disrespectful of you even to use this platform to do so. You know my email address. That's a better way to contact me about private information. Anyway, everybody, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to watch a little of iShowSpeed. And again, thank you for joining me on the stream here. It's going to keep getting better all the time. And we will see you in the next video. There is a new video dropping tonight. And yeah, I've got videos all lined up for this whole week. I've got a bunch more coming. I've got a great one coming on the weekend, next week on Sunday, of my latest trip to Hong Kong. It's fantastic. I really enjoyed that one. And then on the following Sunday, I have the 35-minute walking video showing you the topic of that video. I'm not going to give it away at this point. Unless you happen to be a channel member, then you've already seen it. And then on the following Monday, I have more of a discussion about why. But anyway, thanks. I can't say that enough. I'm going to sign off, and we will see you later.